everyone, and welcome to the Weekly Report. I'm Heidi Markle with Kansas City Parks and Recreation, and here are the top 3 things you need to know this week. Spring is almost here, and it's a great time to check out one of our newly expanded trails. A new half-mile segment recently opened on Briarcliff Greenway Trail, bringing the total trail length to 1.43 miles. The additional section incorporates boardwalks to preserve the natural habitat and beauty of this linear Northland park. Kansas City just completed a draft of the Climate Protection and Resiliency Plan. The goal is for Kansas City to be carbon neutral by 2040. It will take all of us to make this happen, and your input is needed. Get more info and provide your feedback at playbook.kcmo.gov/CPRP. Did you know there are almost 3,000 miles of water mains under Kansas City? Some of them are 100 to 150 years old. Find out what KC Water is doing to combat water main breaks throughout the metro with the Water Main Replacement Program. Thanks for watching the Weekly Report. I'm Heidi Markle. Stay tuned for videos about all of these items and more exciting city videos.
Good job. That's how you do it.
There it goes. Now that's the way to open the bridge. Hi, I'm Stephen Van Ryan, Environmental Manager, Kansas City Parks and Rec, and I'm here at the new part of the Briarcliff Trail. It is a beautiful section of trail, altered slightly with some boardwalks in it to protect a really intact native plant community. There's a lot of spring ephemerals in here. There's bluebells, which are gorgeous in the spring, and a lot of beautiful trees. We have this gorgeous sycamore next to me here, and this section of trail has a lot of pawpaw in it too. And pawpaw is a native understory tree that you can eat the fruit off of. So it's one of the amazing things you can do here at this site.
When most people think about sustainability, they immediately think about the environment. But the reality is sustainability is like a 3-legged stool. One leg is environmental protection, the next is social equity, and the third is economic prosperity. All must be in balance for the stool to stand. When we've met all 3 of those goals, that's when we've reached sustainability, a system that can be perpetuated for generations to come. Kansas City began the process in 2021 of updating our climate plan to be a climate protection and resiliency plan with a goal of a carbon neutral, equity-focused Kansas City by 2040. What that means is we're going to be looking at various areas throughout Kansas City, including our energy supply, homes and buildings, how we move around the city, how our natural systems work, our food systems, and our waste systems to find ways that we can reduce carbon, reduce environmental pollution, and increase social equity while still maintaining economic prosperity for Kansas City. When the draft plan goes out for review, we are using the same KC Playbook site that Kansas City is using to update its comprehensive plan for our climate planning efforts. We will have the draft plan available on the KC Playbook site, and people can leave their comments there. Once we've received community input on the Climate Protection and Resiliency Plan, we'll take it to Council for adoption. It's going to be a living document, and it's going to be available at the website for the Office of Environmental Quality. Kansas City is going to have to make some big moves to reach our lofty goal of climate neutrality by 2040. However, it begins with all of us just making little steps. Using less gasoline, walking and biking more, insulating our homes to be more energy efficient, getting those rooftop solar panels that you might have always wanted. It's the little steps that are going to help us get there as a community.
New water mains mean fewer water main breaks, and that's what KC Water's Water Main Replacement Program is all about. There are 2,800 miles of water mains under Kansas City, and some of those are 100 to 150 years old. The replacement program began in 2014 with just replacing small mains, 2 to 4 inches wide. Now we're replacing larger mains within the distribution system. Melanie Jollett is KC Water's head of water distribution.
Typically, the rules of thumb for distribution system is this is the part of the infrastructure that actually delivers water to our customers. And so they typically range in size from 6 inch to 16 inches. And so by focusing on the distribution system, we're able to address historic issues with the distribution system where the mains have been breaking. And so aging infrastructure that has these high breaks, we're able to address that.
KC Water has a unique system to determine what mains need to be replaced.
At the beginning of the year, we run through this risk assessment on our distribution system. And what this is we've established consequence and likelihood of failure criteria. So these risk criteria include things such as number of breaks. So we are looking at break history, looking at the material of pipe, looking at the age of the pipe, looking at the size of the pipe, looking at the customer demand from each pipe. So we're looking at a variety of criteria and we're calculating a risk.
Once they establish the risk areas, engineers divide the pipes into 28-mile sections for replacement. In 2021, KC Water celebrated replacing its 200th mile of water mains.
So we're seeing significant success in replacing our aging infrastructure.
The new zinc-coated iron pipes that replace the old ones have a 100-year lifespan.
Hey, my name is Thaddeus Odenweller. I'm the site manager here at Go Ape in Kansas City. It's a treetop adventure park, and you have different obstacles up in the air, and you end with the zip line. This is, of course, designed for anybody and everybody to come out and have fun up in the trees. We have different obstacles, including a Tarzan swing, and ending everything with zip lines. Opening soon, we're going to have Nights at Height, which is going to be our treetop journey course at night. It's going to be lit up with all different sorts of lights, so you'll be able to see everything. It's going to be a whole different experience. To find out more information and make reservations, go check out our website at goape.com.
This is Kansas City's Municipal Auditorium. Back before the Kemper Arena was built, this was the site of the city's 9 previous Final Fours.
Municipal Auditorium is one of the most historic venues in all of college basketball. You know, more men's Final Fours have been conducted here at Municipal Auditorium than any other place in the country. And then you've had a lot of NAIA championships over the years and various conference championships. I actually had a chance to participate in the NAIA national tournament here back in 1987. I mean, it's a beautiful building. You know, you walk in, you see the marble, you see some of the history, some of the retro look. You know, I think they get a sense of the history of it, but I think it's important for all of us to share the history with the student athletes so they understand what an incredible building this is. Municipal Auditorium has been the host for a lot of Big 12 championships. They've been the site of some NCAA regionals as well. And, you know, just various NAIA Division II championships. The MIAA also competes here. So a lot of women's basketball competing at Municipal Auditorium, and it's a great venue, you know, about 10,000 seat capacity. It's a great venue to watch basketball. You know, Kansas City is the center of college basketball universe, right? It's always hosted huge events. You know, when you look back to all the Final Fours at Municipal Auditoriums in the early years of NCAA men's competition. Then you had the big 1988 championship at Kemper Arena.
The Kansas Jayhawks have beaten all odds. They have lost more games than any champion in the history of the NCAA. And bedlam reigns here in Kansas City as the Jayhawks beat the Sooners 83-79.
And then the 1998 Women's Final Four was competed here in Kansas City. And then so many different conference championships at the Sprint Center, T-Mobile Center, downtown, or Municipal Auditorium. Just so many great championships competed in college basketball in Kansas City. I've been involved with a lot of championships here in Kansas City. I actually had the opportunity to play the last game of my career in Kansas City. I played for Kearney State College, now the University of Nebraska-Kearney. We played at the NAIA National Championship at Municipal Auditorium and took the eventual national champion into overtime, and it's one of my favorite memories. It was the last game of my career right here in Kansas City. There's a lot of history in this building.